Hi, I'm Megan with Plantfully Megan, and in this video, I am going to share with you how I failed going plant-based the first time and how I successfully went plant-based the second time I tried and now have been more than 3 years successful eating a plant-based diet. In this channel, I'll be sharing with you easy tips on how to be plant-based, how to cleanse and detox, and just how to heal and be healthy and feel your best. If you want to stay updated on when my new videos come out, make sure to subscribe below and hit the bell. Years ago, I decided I wanted to go plant-based after reading lots of incredible stories of different women healing themselves of hormone issues and insulin resistance and different types of things, and it just really resonated with my heart, so I wanted to give it a try. It was probably about 8 years ago, so I went to the grocery store armed and ready to go plant-based. And before I even made it to the checkout counter, I quit because at the time I was living in Texas and I had just grown up eating meat and dairy and literally had no idea how you would possibly live without meat and dairy products. I just could not fathom how you would do it. So that I failed. And then the second time I tried going plant-based a few years later, I also failed. I did it for about 6 months, but just was not eating enough because I wasn't sure exactly how to make meals or what to eat. And then finally, a little over 3 years ago, I gave it another go when I had hit some really serious health things. And I was like, okay, I gotta figure out this health thing. I got to figure out this plant-based eating. And so I just fully committed to it and was really successful this last time. And I love being plant-based so much now. It has been easy and fun and not as hard and overwhelming as the first 2 times that I went plant-based and totally failed. So the main reasons that I failed going plant-based the first time, I think, were that I didn't have enough belief in it being something where I could get all the nutrients, all the protein, all the vitamins and minerals that I needed. I got scared walking through the grocery store, looking at the meat, looking at the dairy. I'm like, but you need the protein, you need the vitamins and minerals you have in those things. And so before I made it to the checkout counter, I had talked myself out of this being plant-based eating being a healing and satisfying and nutritious way of living. It was just really scary for me. So I think that's why I failed the first time. The second time I think I failed because similarly, I just was not eating enough because the things I didn't know to eat. I was still a little nervous that I wasn't getting enough protein, enough of the vitamins and minerals. And really what it came down to during the 6 months that I failed at going plant-based the first time was I wasn't eating enough. And so there was a lot that I learned through my failures. And then when I got really determined, I faced a scary health issue that I was like, okay, this is literally my last chance to figure out how to eat healthy, how to eat plant-based. I had done, I had gone prior to hitting that health crisis. I had done all organic, grass-fed meats and dairy, but my health was just continuing to get worse and worse. And I was continuing to have to get surgery. So I got really determined when the doctor said, okay, this is still getting worse. You're not healing. I'm like, I know deep in my spirit that our bodies have the ability to heal if they're given the right tools. Even if the doctors and other people are not telling me that, I just know that is true. So it never resonated with me whenever people would say, there's just no way to heal and there's no way to support your body. I was just like, that's wrong. I just know it's wrong. And when I would continue to hear amazing testimonies and amazing stories of people going plant-based in the plant-based diet, it just made me all the more excited to do it. So it was kind of my last ditch effort, I guess you could say, when I went plant-based this last time. I was like, I gotta figure this out, and I gotta believe in this, and I have to know how to get all of the protein I need, all of the vitamins and minerals I need, because those were at the core of who I was, were my main concerns. And so I looked up tons of podcasts and books, and I just read ferociously and listened ferociously to why plant-based works. Why can you get enough protein? Why can you get all of your vitamins and minerals? How come this works? And so many people have so many incredible stories. Why? I needed to hear it constantly to keep me encouraged and to keep me supported on the way. And I would say that would be probably my number one tip. If you really want to go plant-based, and you're feeling like you're struggling with actually making the commitment or following through, or you feel like you keep failing, is make sure that you're getting that encouragement and that support. I told my husband at the time, I was like, I'm gonna intentionally brainwash myself into this plant-based way of living because otherwise I'm gonna fail again. I just know I will. So I did not slowly transition. I just dived full in, and I was just constantly, as much as I could, listening to podcasts and reading books on the topic and on the subject. And then secondly, I think food planning and prepping really, really helps. So I also bought a ton of recipe books and food plan books, and there's some incredible food plan apps out there that really make life easy for you. Not a plug, I don't get paid for Forks Over Knives, but I really love their meal planning app. It really helped me as I was just trying to make sure I was getting enough calories, trying to get enough ideas, popping on Pinterest, just looking at all the delicious different meals and filling meals. And probably for the first week or two, I was actually tracking my calories because the second time that I failed, I just wasn't getting enough calories and I was losing too much weight. And for me, because I am a small person and I always have been, that was a concern for me. If you're wanting to lose weight, it can be a great way to lose weight, but I just needed to make sure I was getting plenty of calories to keep my weight healthy and strong. So I have never felt better. My body has never done better. It really has lived up to what the testimonies that I had read prior with health stuff, it really lived up to that for me. And so I'm really grateful to be plant-based, and I want to encourage you and help you along your plant-based journey. Just have grace for yourself. You'll learn as you fail. Really, it just fail forward is my lifelong method, I guess, of just like, okay, you fail, get up and try again. Fail, get up and try again. Just have grace for yourself. Love yourself. It is hard to change your diet. Some people, I will listen to them and they're just like, oh, I did this and it was so easy. I did this and it was so easy. And I'm like, it's hard to change the way that you eat, because it goes down to the core of who you are, the way that you were raised, the way that you were taught about food. It really hits a lot of deep emotional issues as well. So changing the way you eat is a big deal. It is not always easy. Usually it is hard. So just make sure you have the support, even if you don't have it in your home or with family, make sure that you're getting that support online. We have so many incredible resources with the internet these days with podcasts and YouTube and all of that. So I am here. If you have any questions about my journey or my story or going plant-based, please put them in the questions below because I would love to answer them.